Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a story for you, honey. We've been sold out, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep advising y'all to keep prepping because we've been sold out. So, this story from American Military News says Pentagon warns it's running low on money to replenish weapons sent to Ukraine. So basically, they done send all our stuff to everybody, helping everybody. So when the doo doo hit here, or when our own troops, our loved ones who are fighting in the military, need equipment and weapons to protect themselves and to defend whatever that mission they sent on to uh, fight, they won't have what they need. So our people are sitting ducks. We sitting ducks everywhere. And it's intentional, but let me just share with you what's going on so you will understand we are in dire straits and there is no way to get around this. So it says the Pentagon is asking Congress for more funding because it's running low on money to replace the equipment and weapons sent to Ukraine, according to a top budgetary official in the Defense Department. Emergency military aid to Ukraine is pulled from Pentagon stocks, making those weapons and equipment unavailable to U.S. forces. Congress previously approved around 26 billion to replenish US stocks, but Pentagon Comptroller Michael McCord told Congress that only 1.6 billion is left. Stars and Stripes reported. We have already been forced to slow down the replenishment of our own forces to hedge against an uncertain funding future, McCord warned in the letter. Failure to replenish our military services on a timely basis could harm our military readiness. And I feel like this is all intentional. Now, don't get it twisted. The Pentagon is funded through the military industrial complex. So as long as they keep stuff going, they're going to have money. And they lost money, can't audit the books, Department of Defense. So there's this whole like racket going on as well. But just understand what they're saying between the lines. Between the lines, they're saying if they don't get some more money, our protection is at risk. Our troops, our loved ones, our relatives that we have serving will not have what they need. They'll be basically sent out without what they need. Or they can't go anywhere at all because they don't have what they need. They'll be using old stuff maybe, which might be outdated compared to some of the newer technology that other um, nations may have that they've gotten from other sources. So it's not a good look. McCord also expressed deep concern over the absence of new security assistance funding for Ukraine. We are anxious to avoid a lapse in appropriations, but it is important that a continuing resolution protect our security interests and uphold our commitments and our values, he said. Without additional funding now, we will have to delay or curtail assistance to meet Ukraine's urgent requirements, blah, 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 including for air defense and ammunition that are critical and urgent now as Russia prepares to conduct a winter offensive and continues its bombardment of Ukraine cities. And see, this is what Russia been doing. Russia been, letting them use all the little stuff because they understand when the wintertime comes, that's when they're going to do their thing, just like they did last year. So, not only that, now we got boots on the ground in the Middle East. We left a bunch of equipment over there. So now, that equipment was left for the alleged terrorist who allegedly used that equipment to fight the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. So it's a whole bunch of shenanigans going on, but in any event, it puts us at risk here at home, and it puts our relatives at risk who are serving. So that's what I'm concerned about. Um, it could all be just some lies to get some more money, but just the way that things are going, I just feel like we just being sold out on at every turn. Like you just can't even make this stuff up. It's just one thing after the next. So this says, for example, a lack of USAI funding now will delay contracting actions that could negatively impact the department's ability to purchase essential additional 155 artillery and critical munitions essential to the success of Ukraine's armed forces. McCord noted that delays in the funding to Ukraine could be seen as a sign of wavering U.S. support and likely as a betrayal of our previous commitments. And that could also be a part of this not having any money, because they are ready to let this sham go and stop this proxy war, because it's about to be on and popping. Nobody got to lie anymore. The World War III has officially started with this Iran and uh, Israel conflict. And all the other Middle Eastern nations are planning on joining in. You got NATO wanting to come. So they don't really need to fund Ukraine no more. What they were trying to do has already been done, and they already have weapons over there on that part of the country, so they could just move them to where they really want to be, so they can really try to steal some more stuff from the continent of Africa. And then when they finish that, they could just go on and destroy Europe, come on over here and do whatever they're going to do. So it's always, I mean, if you can't see it, I don't know what to say. But in any event, we still over here, gotta try to figure out how we're gonna rob Peter to pay Paul. It is crucial that the U.S. continues to lead the global coalition, and we need the resources to underwrite our leadership role, he said. So that's a very important takeaway. So it just tells you the mindset of these people who start these wars and who create these plans. Since the war between Russia and Ukraine started last year, Powell's administration has sent more than $75 billion in U.S. taxpayer funded assistance to Ukraine, according to PBS. But they don't have no money for reparations, and then they want us to go vote. A new 60 Minutes report on CBS News recently revealed that in addition to providing billions of dollars in military aid to Ukraine, the United States is subsidizing small businesses. That means they are helping small businesses in Ukraine, purchasing seeds and fertilizers for farmers, covering the salaries of 57,000 first responders in Ukraine. Now, y'all, I just don't even know what to say. We can't get nothing. Nothing. But then they want y'all to go vote. If y'all don't wake up and smell the coffee, I don't know what to say. Anywho, I just want to share this with you. That it's some mess afoot, and I think it's intentional. At the end of the day, poor, innocent people who signed up to serve this country will be the casualties of it all, because they just sign up for whatever reason they sign up to serve this country. And then you have people who pulling the strings, creating all these conflicts where these people are going to be ushered off to, and they have to fight. They have to do what they signed up to do. They have to keep that oath. But it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to us to have to keep paying for stuff, destroying stuff unnecessarily. So just understand, we've been sold out. We are being sold out. It is a racket, and these people do not care about anything except for whatever their ultimate goal is. Things are getting ready to get a lot worse. We got an extension until I think mid-November, but we don't have a budget passed for the next year. They did it like a 45-day budget, like a stopgap budget. I don't know if they're going to do that again. We don't know what's going to happen over the next month and a half. So while prices are still good, y'all make sure you continue to prep, continue to pray, put back stuff. Do not play around, because once this thing officially kicks off, all bets are off. Supply chain going to break down because countries are going to close their borders. They're only going to make their products for their people, make them available for their people. We don't produce much of anything anymore, from medication to clothing to batteries, for your little solar stuff that you done went out and bought thinking that it's going to save you. We are in dire straits. And so you got to understand where things are going, how things are going, and try your best to be proactive so that when things go south, it's getting ready to get cold. And I would not be surprised if multiple things happen at one time, because this would, if you know anything about the art of war, which most of us here do not, um, wintertime is a prime time to strike. Make sure you do whatever you can do to have things in your home to keep you warm, to give you light, to feed you should you need to eat. You got to do what you got to do right now, because you're on your own. And this really is going to be the survival of the fittest. You watch these movies, these sci-fi movies about the purge and Red Dawn and all this stuff. Um, this not finna be a drill. This is getting ready to be real. If you've been watching JWTV, they've been preparing for drills. They're preparing for something to happen. They've been preparing for the last 3 years, and I do not think they've been preparing for um, nothing. So you can be like, oh, nothing has happened so far, and I'm gonna just keep on living. Don't be caught off guard and unaware, because when it starts, when the poopy hits the fan, it's gonna be all bets off. You cannot do anything once that happens. So make sure you are preparing. Keep you some fuel, get you some gas cans. Make sure you are, again, putting back food, medicine, water, um, things to heat your home with in case the power is out. Some of those little mylar blankets, sleeping bags, tents, because you may have sleep in a tent in your house, in your room, on your bed, maybe to stay warm. We don't know what we're gonna have to do, but y'all better be trying to think it out and figure it out fast, because the bottom is getting ready to fall out of this place. The bottom is falling out of the world. It just hadn't hit here yet. So this is being propped up, and you'll start seeing it unravel soon enough. But when it does happen, trust and believe they're not going to tell you. Just like they're not telling you to prepare and do anything now. They want you to keep spending money. They already got Christmas stuff out. They want you to be happy, putting you in the holiday spirit. They want you to be distracted, because when the bottom falls out, it'll be too late to do anything about it. So just wake up and pay attention, y'all. All right, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. Make sure you are still subscribed to the channel because they are unsubscribing folks from channels. Follow me on Rumble, Odyssey, Facebook, and Instagram. The links are in the description. I will be on Rumble in the event that this channel goes down. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description. I appreciate any donations or support that you give to the channel. We don't have any affiliates. I don't sell nothing. I don't have nothing to sell. I don't have time for that. Finally, please, 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 please keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High, obey those laws, statutes, and commandments, because the only way we getting out of this mess is supernatural exodus. Something gonna have to happen, otherwise we up the creek with no paddle. But I believe the Most High is gonna deliver us from this evil, and I believe that we are going to receive our reparations. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know something has got to break, and um, I'm believing that the Creator has a plan for us. We didn't make it all this way to fall down on the job now. So watchmen, stay awake. Seers, keep seeing. Prophets, keep prophesying. Teachers, keep teaching. And light bearers, keep shining the light on the darkness, because the darkness is getting a little thick. And a lot of people are becoming discouraged. So let us do what we can to lift our brothers up, to teach our brothers, to awaken our brothers and sisters across the diaspora, because we are going to be targeted as things begin to devolve. So that's all I got, people. We're running low on money. You might have to war yourself, so gird your loins and get yourself together. All right, this is Marla K, and I'm out.